Wasn't sure if you knew Kiryu-san, but Patriarch Nishitani, he came up in the Jingon Mafia.
He did.
You remember them? Korean gang that tangled with the Tojo for years, and lost. He's one of their few survivors after they were gone for good. The other members all split off, and Nishitani covered up his past, started fresh in the Yakuza as a Japanese. He worked his way up, left a trail of blood behind him too. Tough, mean motherfucker. Once he was high enough on the ladder, he finally told everyone the truth. By that point, nobody in the Omi had the balls to say shit about it. Sure as hell not to the Kijin clan patriarch's face. Don't matter where you're from. The top Yakuza only gets there by being the toughest swinging dick around.
Why tell me this?
Ain't you have your own part in putting the Jingon in the ground? Nishitani learned you were the dragon of Dojima, and now he's a dog with a bone. He could murder you 100 times over and still hold a grudge. Bet there's plenty more just like him, aren't there?
Then I'll die as many times as I have to.
Also, you can protect those scamps back in Okinawa, huh?
They've got nothing to do with you. Leave them out of this.
My bad. Guess we're not as good of buddies as I thought. The Kijin clan's hideout is in the back of the warehouse. Used to be managed by an Omi Alliance front.
So you've been here before, then? If you've got a plan, spit it out already.
Neither of us like the runaround, do we? Well, Patriarch Nishitani's office is up there on the top floor. So the plan is we bust in the front, smack down any fools in our way, then beat the Patriarch to an inch of his life. Now we'll wing the rest.
Not a bad plan. But are you sure you want to do this? Wasn't Nishitani the model Kansai Yakuza in your eyes?
Gotta go above and beyond the ones you look up to. That's real maturity. Can't stay a starry-eyed kid forever.
If we weren't about to get our hands dirty, that'd almost sound poetic.
What took you so long, Kiryu? Can't remember the last time someone fucked me this hard. This time I'm going right for the jugular.
Better make this worth our while, Kijin clan. Ain't that right, Dzoryu?
Yeah, let's do this.
How about this? Yeah, let's go.
You boys got any idea where the fuck you are?
Be shy.
I'm gonna put you both in the ground!
Trying to stop us with this shit? I got more where that came from. Let's tear this place apart!
They're here!
Well, you done okay for yourselves, but the fun stops now!
Time.
End of the line!
Thanks.
Goddamn. Brutal. Damn thing broke. Patriarch Nishitani's office is above us. Time to give him what's coming. Step up. Hold on. Step up. Hold on. Coming through. Hold on.
Shishido! The building's on fire!
Watase family associates are torching the place on Tsuruno's orders.
Tsuruno? He's here too?
Not the time. We got a job to finish before the place burns down.
Been waiting for you two. You in the Hanya mask. Did you really think you'd fool me? Huh, Shishido?
Guess nothing gets by you.
What are you trying to pull? What do you guys get out of the Omi, tearing itself apart from the inside?
What do we get? Well, the castle was a nice, shiny prize. Captain Tsuruno was mighty pleased, too.
That wasn't the goal, was it? And if you wanted money, the Watase family's already ranking it in. Whatever you wanted. Guess you wanted it bad enough to make an enemy out of the Kijin clan. It's late in the game, huh? And it doesn't even have shit to do with Kazuma Kiryu being alive. Right, Kiryu? Enough with the charade. Show me your whole face. I knew it! The Dragon of Dojima! Well, fuck. I wish I could have bashed your head in while you were still in your prime.
Shishido, he's mine. Don't you lift a finger.
Got it. Show me how it's done, then.
And what about you, Shishido? How are you connected to Kiryu? I take it Tsuruno's in on this too. So the Watase family captain really agreed to this.
Does it really matter now?
Huh?
I'm about to beat you to a bloody pulp. Nothing personal. It's just a job. Besides, our last brawl left a bad taste in both our mouths, right? You don't seem to think you lost to me, and now you think you can win. So nothing's been settled.
Yeah, you're right. None of that other shit matters now, does it? The only thing I want to hear is the two of you begging for your lives. So scream good, you hear me?
Yeah, let's go. How about this?
Time to finish.
Kiryu-san, we can get out this way.
All right, give me a hand. Nishitani's coming with us.
The guy knows exactly who you are now. He ain't forgetting what you did to the Jingon. Just leave him there.
Shut up! Just help me!
God damn it. The fire escape's that way. Open the door! I got Nishitani! All right. That'll do it.
What are you? But why?
Why keep Nishitani alive? Much easier for us if he's dead.
What about Tsuruno's words?
Just shut it! What's done is done! Besides, Captain Tsuruno knows all about this.
He knew this? Tsuruno! You bastard! You were planning to kill Nishitani all along? Why? There was no need to go that far!
Afraid I disagree. He had to die. He wasn't worth sparing. Nishitani, he...
What?
A long while back, a young soldier ditched the family. He'd worked under me. The kid was a troublemaker. Former bike gang member, only 20 years old at the time. Leaving the family without permission is a major offense. And going too easy on him would have set a bad precedent. But he was still a kid. So I pretended to look for him, all the while planning to let it slide.
And then?
Nishitani said, he's gotta pay. Took it on himself to track the kid down. It wasn't even his family. He just heard about it from someone. Probably wanted to impress my boss. Everyone knew I planned to let it slide. By the time I heard the news and rushed over, his fingernails had been ripped out, his nose sliced off, belly covered in cuts and burns. Nishitani's trademark torture routine. Kid was beyond saving. Nishitani was gonna finish by burying him alive up in the mountains. That's when I put him out of his misery with a bullet to the head. Kid didn't need to suffer no more.
The Patriarchs tormented me plenty. In the Kijin clan's Colosseum, the losers and weaklings got pulled out. Then the Patriarch gave him the full treatment the Cap just mentioned. You had to do whatever it took to survive. That's why I already regret what I just did. He got off too easy. Should have taken my time before sending him to hell.
I agreed the second I heard the boss wanted to disband the Yakuza. But not for the higher-ups' tortured reasoning. There are other reasons why the Yakuza need to die out. Be better if we disappeared, than give monsters like Nishitani a chance to have their way.
All this would have been more convincing if you hadn't just tricked me into being an accomplice to murder.
Could be. We're monsters who ought to disappear too. We may act like we're better than the rest, but our shit stinks just as bad.
Anyways, well done, boys. We destroyed the head of the Kijin clan. Now we wait for our boss to be released. Ain't that right?
Yeah, let's do this!
Dzoryu, I've just received word from Tsuruno-san. Omare Nishitani III is dead, and the Kijin clan's base is burned down.
Tsuruno was planning on killing him all along.
Yes. Eliminating Nishitani was necessary before the Omi Alliance's dissolution. No better way to guarantee his absence than death. You were the only one who didn't want that.
I wonder.
Disbanding the Omi Alliance and Tojo clan at the same time won't be bloodless. Killing Nishitani keeps it to a minimum.
Can't make an omelet without breaking an egg. That the idea? People in charge love that one.
I suppose so.
Remember that the Kijin clan are hitmen, practically the bosses of them. Nishitani had a lot of blood on his hands. If his death helps us, then so be it.
You think Watase and Daigo will feel the same way?
I'm sure they'll understand, at the very least. They sit above tens of thousands in their organizations. I imagine they had to make ruthless calculations on a daily basis. Would you impose some kind of penalty on Tsuruno for his involvement in this? No, you wouldn't.
I just stopped by to report in that this part of the job's done. If you already heard it from Tsuruno, I have nothing more to add.
At any rate, the biggest barrier to the Omi's dissolution is gone now. All that's left is to wait for Watase's release, then watch as the Yakuza become a thing of the past. Why don't you leave Sotenbori for a bit? You just need to be back the day before Watase gets out.
You're asking me to hole up at the temple?
Not immediately. Go ahead and tie up any loose ends first. You must be exhausted. I suggest you stay with Akame-san tonight.
Dzoryu. So, what'll it be?
I don't have time for this. Time. Coming through. I'll got this. Have a little rest. A key.
Would you mind returning to the temple for a bit?
Yeah, I've got nothing left to do.
I'm not surprised. You'll be leaving Osaka for a while then. Just sit tight until Watase is released.
Oh, fuck! What do you mean we don't have as much booze as we thought? Ah, forget it. Just bring everything we got. I'll make it worth your while. And then some. No shit. Suruno-han! Been too long, man. Busy lately, I take it?
I've been, yeah. After tomorrow, I can finally relax.
Really? But the chairman's finally stepping down when Captain Watase gets back. We'll be celebrating that tomorrow, too. Ain't the Watase family back to be even busier?
Suppose you got me there.
But still, Patriarch Nishitani would have been the one cheering loudest for Captain Watase taking the reins. But now look where we are. Patriarch got iced in a goddamn raid, and nobody can find this Dzoryu guy who did it. You ask me, I'd want to know what the fuck's going on.
We're all on the hunt for the asshole. Burns my guts what happened. I owe a lot to the late Patriarch.
Owe him. You.
What? I say something weird?
I guess in his way he did take a liking to you, didn't he? Yeah, the Patriarch rode your ass like a prize pony. But at least it made you tough as nails, huh? Boy, I bet he broke you real good. Mind and body both.
He was the model Kansai Yakuza. It was an honor, him taking a liking to me.
The boss must be bent out of shape over Nishitani too. So put on a happy face when we meet him, all right?
Was already gonna. See ya.
Tell you what makes me bent out of shape is lying to fellow Omi.
Well, suck it up. You think my ass ain't on the line here too? He'll be the first one to blow when the announcement's made.
Honestly, I can't tell who's gonna do what tomorrow. Been a while since I felt this kind of chill down my spine.
What about Kiryu-san?
Still with the Daidoji. Should be coming back to Osaka soon.
Only one day left. It's finally upon us, Kiryu-san.
I'm meditating.
Very well. Don't mind me then.
It's all right. Nice thing about meditation is you can do it anytime, any place.
The Daidoji once found the news of the Yakuza's dissolution unimportant. But the winds have changed course, haven't they?
Hmm?
I wasn't sure if you knew. Governor Ryo Aoki has ousted Ogikubo Sensei and succeeded him as chair of the Citizens' Liberal Party. Politician by day, Yakuza puppeteer by night. That's how he got the authority to fit the collar snug over the Omi and Tojo both. He's young, and he's after sweeping power. Of course, the Daidoji are none too pleased with that. But the dissolution of the Omi alliance tomorrow would also be a big blow to Aoki.
So,
that means the job you're doing will be beneficial to the faction. And when you factor in the 50 billion in assets we received from the Watase family, you've done more for the Daidoji than anyone. And they called you a freeloader.
you know, it looks cheap to let money do all the talking.
You're also owed a debt of gratitude for saving my life. Though I suppose that's my own cross to bear.
What's with you? You're awful misty-eyed today.
Close communication between workers and management is fundamental to an organization's smooth operation.
Gotta write that one down.
On that note, once your work is finished, I think you ought to relax for a while. I'll start pestering my superiors to get you a reward of some kind.
A reward?
It must drive you crazy to be stuck in here. How about a vacation, all by yourself? It'd be a nice change of pace. Naturally, you'll avoid Okinawa and Kamurocho. But we'll try to accommodate anywhere else you'd like to go.
A vacation, huh?
I gather this isn't something you think about often. But give it a try. Is there anywhere you might like to visit?
Well, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
Any particular reason?
Something Yumi said once. She wanted to get married there. It just came out one day while we were goofing around.
You mean Yumi Sawamura, I take it. Haruka Sawamura's mother. The love of your life.
Anala Hill Memorial Church.
Hmm?
Yumi always talked about going there when she was working nights in the city. She'd grown up way out in the country, at an orphanage called Sunflower.
And this church? It's in Hawaii?
Before I die, I'd like to leave Japan. And bring this there. It's the only gift I've ever given her.
I had no idea. You were such a romantic, Kiryu-san.
Hanawa,
Yes?
that's personal.
Right. Oh. Sorry to pry. Bad habit of mine.
We were never engaged. Back then, I just couldn't ever tell her how I felt. By the time I finally found the words, she was on her deathbed.
Kiryu-san.
Forget I said anything. Hawaii just popped into my head, that's all. Besides, we've got tomorrow to worry about first. Who knows what'll happen when a room full of Yakuza hear about the dissolution.
Your reward doesn't need to be Hawaii. It doesn't even need to be travel. Is there anything else that you want?
I'm the man who erased his life and his name. I don't want anything. Even if I did, you couldn't give it to me.
Truthfully, I do know what you want. But the one thing I can't do is let you see the kids in Okinawa.
Yeah, I know.